All right, DJ Uiagalelei. Uiagalelei. That's probably the only time I'll say this. I'm going to refer to him as DJ for the rest of this video. Played pretty bad against Georgia in their game last Saturday, Georgia versus Clemson. The final score of the game was what, 10-3? I actually have to look this up. Yes, 10-3. The final score is 10-3. Clemson lost to Georgia, and no one on either side of the ball, either side of the game, played well on offense. Both defenses were suffocating, and neither offense played well. The only touchdown in the game was DJ just threw a pass to their team, and it was picked off and returned for 6. But I'm going to go ahead and go through the film here. While DJ did not play very well, it was not entirely his fault. They only had 2 rushing yards as well, which is always a very, very bad sign. It's hard to play quarterback when you have 0 rushing game at all. They had 7 sacks, some of which could be contributed to him holding onto the ball for too long, but most of them were contributed to the line just completely breaking down. And even on plays where he didn't get sacked and got the ball out in time and he already just threw it away, I mean, he had pressure in his face the entire game. So not entirely his fault. He definitely has some raw talent, but and I think he has the ability to be a very good quarterback in college football, but we'll see if he can ever translate that talent into production. I don't know. We'll see if DJ can contribute or can turn his raw talent into a good quarterback play. He's got to fix his feet. He's got to fix his head. And also, receivers got to run good routes, and the Lions got to figure it out. Literally nothing went well for this Clemson offense this entire game. So I'll go ahead and hop into the film. All right, so first play I'll be looking at from DJ. This is a play that looks like DJ just completely misses the throw, and honestly, he's kind of lucky that he misses this throw. But this is a sail concept from the receivers. Number 1 is going to be running a go route. Number 2 is going to be running a sail route. You're going to read this 1 to 2. You're going to peek at this go route, make sure this corner's not squatting in this zone, and make sure he's bailing with that go route. Then you're going to go to number 2 where you have a slot receiver one-on-one against a safety. Pretty good matchup for this kind of route. So with that, but the main problem with this play, obviously DJ misses the throw. So I mean that is a big problem. But the main problem with this play is that this guy, this outside receiver right here, does not get up the field fast enough, which means that this corner is able to play both the sail route and the go route. And you'll see what I mean here when I pull it up. So you can see this receiver down here. It's kind of tough to see because the Georgia logo is in the way, but this receiver is getting caught up. He's getting slowed down and almost jammed by this corner, and it's not letting him get upfield fast enough. And his job is to get that corner out of the way so that sail route has the entire sidelines to catch the ball, as opposed to what ends up happening, which is that you have this go route right here and the sail route right here, and this corner is able to play both of them. I mean, DJ is actually lucky that he threw a bad ball here, because if he throws the ball where it's supposed to be, right around this area, this is a pick 6 going in the other direction. This number, I think this is 11, is able to pick that ball off and take it down the field. Pick 6 most likely. So DJ is lucky that he threw a bad ball here. But again, I mean, those receivers did a terrible job running the routes. This guy's got to get out. He's got to get that corner out of there so that this sail route has more room to work with over here. And those are just some ridiculous scribbles, but you understand what I'm saying. All right, so now looking at the only touchdown of the game, in which DJ threw the touchdown, but to the other team, which is not always the best thing when you're the quarterback. But this is actually somewhat the right read, and I say that as in, like, this should be an open play. So what the play is here, I believe this guy's got a go route, and then we got a slant route, and then you have these 2 backers are blitzing in. So you have no help. This safety right here has no help by linebackers to cover up this slant. So there is in no way should a safety who is, 11 yards off the ball, 10 yards off the ball, should be able to cover up this slant and pick it off. And the problem is that this slot receiver right here just runs an abysmal route. I mean, it ends up looking like he's just kind of like wandering and meandering. He's not even going full speed. An absolutely abysmal route. Now, it is also on DJ for throwing this ball. I mean, if you might have the matchup of a lifetime right here, where you have a corner or a safety that is 10 yards off, and you got a receiver running a slant route into where there's no linebacker help. You might have the matchup of a lifetime. However, if there's a shitty route and you see that the safety is jumping it, you just can't throw the ball. So I don't blame DJ for wanting to throw this ball. This is 100% pre-snap the correct thing to throw. However, you can see this route by this slot receiver is so abysmal. I mean, just watch him. A slant is supposed to take, you're supposed to take 2 hard steps, and most teams do 2 hard steps, I believe. 2 hard steps, and you need to, I lost my pointer here. There we go. You're supposed to take 2 hard steps, and you want to threaten this safety vertically. He has to think that you're going vertical. And so that way he doesn't want to just jump up on it. However, he kind of lollygags his way in, which makes his safety realize that, oh, he's definitely not running a go route or a seam route, so therefore I can step up a couple yards, and that lets him jump the route completely. So again, DJ should not have thrown this ball. However, the pre-snap read was 100% correct. This should be, in theory, a wide open play, but it was such a terrible route, as well as the defender did a great job of noticing that the guy was not threatening him vertically at all. Therefore, he's able to jump it so quickly. We'll go ahead and work to something a little bit more positive here. This is a play that I'm sure all of us have run in Madden at some point. It's that little dagger concept where you got flat and then you got that dagger route on the outside. Absolute dime of a throw. This really showcases DJ's arm talent. This is why I think that if he can put it together and his team around him can put it together as well, he can be a fantastic quarterback in college football. And he's obviously a very, very talented player. So the play, it's called dagger in Madden, I believe. You're going to have a flat route by number 2. Obviously not going to be running out of bounds, but you understand. And then this dagger route, double cut dagger route by number 1. And you're going to read, it's a smash concept, so you're going to be reading 1 to 2, and basically you're going to be reading this safety, or this corner right here. If this corner jumps the flat route, then you're going to have this dagger route open. If this corner is playing back on this dagger route, or if he's just kind of sitting in the middle, then you're going to throw this flat route, let him get a couple yards. And this really showcases DJ's arm talent and why I think that he has the potential to be a great quarterback in college football if he puts it all together. But fantastic throw. I mean, right where it needs to be. An absolute laser. Well done by DJ. Probably his best pass of the night. All right, so this play was pretty uneventful. I just figured I'd throw it in there because he did this a couple of times during the game where he was double pumping and it was creating problems with his feet and his accuracy. So I don't really need to explain. It's basically an all verticals concept, I believe. I can't really exactly see, but everyone's going deep, and all the defenders basically just drop back, and this running back just kind of leaks out here, and DJ gets the ball to him. But what concerns me about this play is that DJ is double pumping. You see him here? He pumps once he gets downfield, and he throws it a second time. So it's kind of concerning to see him do this, and he did this a lot, and it really screws with his accuracy a little bit. Screws with his accuracy a little bit, and also this running back needs to not fall down, get an extra like 2 or 3 yards on this play. But again, just nothing light for Clemson's offense. Everything was going wrong. The other really good pass that I saw from DJ during this whole game was the exact same play that he ran earlier. That same dagger concept where you're going to get this flat in this dagger by number 1. Read it the exact same way. He did a great job. That corner sat. Actually, the corner didn't even sit. They were just in some kind of man coverage, I believe. But he throws an absolute laser to number 10. Fantastic throw. But I believe he did it again where he double pumps here. And, here, obviously, it worked out for him. But this double, you can see him hesitate. You can see him, is he ready to throw it? Nope, he has to reset his feet and throw again. So him separating his hands and, almost doing a pump fake is going to screw with his accuracy more times than it won't. Obviously, here it worked out for him. But, him kind of pumping and not being hesitant and not being sure if he's going to throw the ball or not, that's concerning for a quarterback because you want to be on time as a quarterback. And when you're double pumping and you're doing stuff like that, that means you're being hesitant and you're going to be late to receivers. But still, really good throw. Again, an absolute dart. So, showcases his talent and his ability to be a high-producing quarterback if he's able to put it all together. So I'll go ahead and show the they have the end zone view of this play. This is a play where DJ is not staying in the pocket. He doesn't have any pressure on him, and maybe it's because he had pressure all night. Like I said, he had 7 sacks, and he had multiple plays where he just had people in his face and at his feet while he was trying to throw the ball. So maybe he has some distrust in his line, but He had a clean pocket here, and he needs to be able to just stay in the pocket, set his feet, and get the ball out to his running back here. So the route they're running, I'll just go ahead and let the play run really quick. It's similar to like a curl wheel concept. They're going to have a flat right here. He's going to kind of sit there and stick. This guy's going to run like a slant kind of thing. And then we're looking at a wheel route. And basically what the goal of this play is to get this corner to follow this slant, and then hope that, maybe you're going to have a linebacker one-on-one with this running back. And then this guy sitting with the stick route. And DJ can get this ball to him. So this corner drops back. He plays deep. He's playing in deep coverage. And this flat defender isn't dropping back with this running back. And DJ has a space here where he can hit a hole shot. So if he throws the ball right here, that's an elite level throw. That's an NFL quarterback level throw. But if he's able to get the ball right there, on time, on a dart, on a rope, before this safety can get to it, that's a completed pass. This is open on Sundays. On Saturdays, college football games, it's a little harder to make that throw. You're not going to see as many quarterbacks make that throw. But if you're a Clemson level player, you should be able to make this throw. And it's a tough read, but it is something that should be, if you go to Clemson, you should be able to do. So he should be able to hit this hole shot right here to this running back, complete it, get 20 yards first down. But instead, he actually floats in the pocket. You can see he has no pressure on him. Look, that's a clean pocket. That's the cleanest pocket he's had all night. And you can see him. He's just floating. He's just floating this way, and it makes so he has to throw with his feet not set, and he tries to throw it late, and that just creates an issue. Again, also he was double pumping. You can see him. Am I going to throw it? Am I going to throw it? Oh, okay, I'll finally throw it. So, the hesitation with him is kind of concerning to see. So, that's pretty much all I got for DJ in his game against Georgia. Again, he did not play very well, but at the same time, everyone on the Clemson offense didn't play well. The line didn't play well. I didn't watch any of the rushing plays, so I can't really tell you much about how the rushing plays went. But they only had 2 rushing yards, so I'm assuming it didn't go very well. But line didn't play well. Assuming the running backs didn't play well, the receivers screwed up routes all the time. So just a perfect frenzy of terrible offensive play from Clemson. And also props to Georgia's defense. They were suffocating. They were in DJ's face the whole night. They had pressure on him on almost every play. That last play we just watched was probably the only play I saw where he had almost no pressure on him. So, hopefully he can put it together. I think he has all the talent in the world that he can be an elite level college football quarterback, but he needs to have the mind in there. He has to have the feet set. He can't be hesitant. He can't have the jitters like he did the last game. But we'll see how he goes. I think they play a pretty easy game next. SC State, I think. Yeah, they play SC State next on Saturday. So, hopefully he's able to put it together, figure it out. But good luck to him.